Okay, this is my review of the Redcat Tremor, the new 1/16 scale model. As you can see, I did kind of run mine a few times before bothering to make a review, so she's a little dirty now. Has a normal 380 size brush motor. This is a 3-in-1 receiver, speed control, and as you can tell, but uses a 5-wire servo. Then this is the good part right here, is the lithium-ion battery. This is a lot lighter and more powerful than nickel metal one packs you would get in most ready to run models this size. Here's the remote that comes with it. Not a bad unit. It's got your normal trims and dual rate steering. It's a bit smaller than the other Redcat radios, but that's kind of good because I figure a lot of kids will probably end up with this model just because it's a bit smaller and a bit slower than 10 scale. One thing that impressed me about this model is the, I don't know if you can see it there, slipper clutch. You don't see slipper clutches very often on models this size, and I can hear it when I drive it too. You can hear the slipper clutch, absorb some of the shock load. It has metal dog bones, which is nice. One place that they did shave cost a little bit is on the shocks. They are not oil-filled shocks. They are just friction spring shocks. But so I have heard the chassis slap on the ground a few times when I jumped it, 4 or 5 feet in the air, but that's still a pretty big jump for a model this size. As some mentioned on RC Universe already, the tires kind of resemble the Traxxas Mini Summit tread there a little bit. They are reasonably soft with some good foam in them. Seem like a decent tire. They do use you can see it there, a screw post that goes through into the stub axle to hold the wheel on, but the back side of the wheel is a hex style like most models, so you should be able to use other brand wheels on it. Because the truck uses a lithium-ion battery, it has a low voltage detection built into the speed control. And so what happens, 10, 11 minutes into your run, the truck, you'll have normal steering, but the motor will start like pulsing when you're trying to give it throttle, and it won't go up to full throttle. So that's when it's time to charge the battery. But right up until that point, you have full power. There's like no power loss until that happens, and which is pretty standard. Another thing I noticed they did is they've got kind of a little, they got some air vents going on there for the motor, and also on the side there, that's the on-off switch. And I don't know if that was the best placement for an on-off switch, because the switch does stick out a little bit, but the back position is on, so that means it's, if they'd done it the other way around and you hit a rock or something, it could turn it off. But this actually, if you hit a rock or anything with that, it's going to stay in the on position until you turn it off. Got it plugged in here real quick just to show you the steering cylinder they put. I don't know the specs on it, but it's pretty quick. It centers well. It seems like it has plenty of strength for the size of the tires and the weight of the model. Another thing about the model that I like is the camber links and the steering links. If you can see there, they both use, I guess you want to call them ball links. Now what's nice about these is they have a tendency, if you get a real hard hit, that they're going to pop off instead of either breaking the link or breaking the hub. So far the only issues I've had with this model, and you can see my other couple of videos, I haven't been kind to it, jumping it at a skate park and driving it in some sticky tacky sand and whatnot, is this shock at one point was stuck like that, and I had to pull it loose. All it was is some dirt, sand, and whatnot, managed to get up in there somehow and made it stick.